Hello, Jesse Good here, and today's LEGO list will be taking a look at the worst selling LEGO themes since 2014 in the United States. How I came up with these choices was based on various factors, insiders, market analysis, and just what I saw from my own experiences. Keep in mind, none of these facts here are set in stone and are all based on judgment. You may see a sub-theme or two on this list, but two themes you won't see here are Hero Factory and Legends of Chima. Surprisingly, after all was considered, both weren't as bad sellers as I previously imagined. Hero Factory gained a lot of sales and traction at the end of the line, partly due to Invasion from Below, and Chima did its job. With traction at the start of the line, it ran its course of a 3 years theme. Either way, without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off the list is the Bionicle reboot, which lasted 2 years, from 2015 to 2016. The problem came with bringing in new fans, which is sad since it had a lot going for it, a certain level of nostalgia, and a well-made animated series. The advertisers tried capitalizing in on the nostalgia, targeting fan sites, but leaving out the new core it needed to build, the children. This tied in with a problem of lacking a selling point to new fans. Hero Factory had a primary selling point of building your own hero, inspiring the creativity. The original Bionicle series had the selling point of collectability. The reboot just banked on familiar characters. The response wasn't there by early 2016, and LEGO limited production drastically, making the final wave a Toys R Us exclusive. While I love LEGO ScoobyDoo, we never got a second wave for a reason. The sets were very hard to sell after Christmas 2015. Everyone wanted the Mystery Machine and the whole Mystery Gang, but very little wanted the other sets, especially with the Mystery Mansion set, which was the only one to include Velma. There was a lot that needed to sell, hence why it looked like they were always on shelves. This was the opposite of what happened with Jurassic World, where the Raptor Escape set sold so well it was never on shelves till they restocked it, and even that restock sold pretty quickly. The LEGO Star Wars buildable figures is 8th and overall just a strange case. The popular character sells pretty good. However, where it earns its spot on the list comes with the more human characters, especially those that aren't popular. For example, I just picked up a Baze Malbus for a total of $5 at ToysRUs.com. There's a little demand for a Chua Emery, a Jyn Erso. This mirrors Hasbro, in which LEGO produces way too many of these figures for lesser popular characters. They're also pretty pricey. Compare it to the price of Bionicle sets and you see they're drastically more expensive for less pieces. The quality on them is great, but these do not justify a base $25 price point. Either way, the figures eventually sell and the theme will continue with the success of more popular characters, with a lot more getting just introduced, like a Boba Fett. 7th on the list is LEGO Star Wars Rebels, which started in 2014, and here's the problem with the theme. The show is exclusive to Disney XD, limiting the viewers, and the most prominent vehicle, the Ghost, came at the start of the LEGO theme before the show premiered. As the show went on, the vehicle became more desirable, especially after the show became more popular towards the end of Season 2, with the Ahsoka vs. Vader battle, which was also around the time The Force Awakens was released in theaters. By 2016, all we had were high-priced sets with less desirable characters, and no Ghost on shelves. Since then, we've had one single Rebel set, the new Phantom, unless you count that recent Advent calendar. When the show ends, the sets might be in high demand once again, sort of like what has happened with the Clone Wars. We still get the occasional Clone Wars set once in a while. The LEGO Adventure Time idea set, which I'll reluctantly count as a sub-theme, had a clear reason for its poor sales. People want the minifigures of Adventure Time, not brick-built characters in the style no other characters are in. Those who voted for it wanted LEGO Adventure Time to exist, and it was revealed 3 months after the initial announcement of the LEGO Ideas set that LEGO Dimensions would be releasing minifigures for Adventure Time before the release of the Ideas set. This made the Ideas set undesirable, left to warm the shelves with its late release in January 2017. For the 5th spot is the Master Builder Academy from 2011, which lasted until 2013. This was a less than stellar seller due to LEGO Group's confusion on what it should be. Part of it wanted to be a subscription service, but another part wanted to be a learning tool, which upped its price drastically. Everyone was confused on what it was, especially kids and parents. I know all about LEGO and I'm still not sure what this theme was all about. In the end, while it was meant to be a replacement for Brickmaster, it ended up lasting for a shorter time than that theme. The regular LEGO Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets were a slow mover but still sold decently. However, the LEGO Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie theme sold terribly. LEGO should have skipped on this iteration. The designs, while I liked them, were definitely more mature with muted colors and blander builds unappealing to the target demographic, and the designs weren't recognizable to justify such. Even when the sets were on sale with heavy discounts, the sets still warmed the shelves of LEGO stores, Walmarts, and Targets nationwide. The LEGO Angry Birds line is higher on the list than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie theme because it had double the number of sets. The movie came at the wrong time and it was only a minor success domestically, something that is problematic for LEGO. The sets came at a time where the IP was very irrelevant, despite the advertising. At first it may have looked like these were constantly restocked, but rather LEGO had so much stock left over they warmed the shelves until the sets were put on heavy clearance. I found the whole wave at my Barnes & Nobles the other week, half off, and they're still at my Toys R Us stores. The runner-up worst-selling theme in the United States since 2014 is LEGO Fusion. Honestly, they should have called this theme LEGO Confusion. Get it? It would be deserving of that name because much like the Master Builder Academy, its detriment was that nobody knew what it was. My experience with the theme was augmented reality that barely worked, and consumers weren't interested to take a risk paying $20 for a mediocre app game with some LEGO bricks. The functionality of the augmented reality wasn't explained on the packaging. Additionally, the app only worked with bricks included with the set, limiting the playability of the theme. All that considered, the augmented reality integration may have been ahead of its time, but it didn't catch on with the core demographic, and the sets quickly disappeared from the shelves. The racing set only lasted a mere 3 months due to complaints about the app's functionality. And the worst-selling theme of recent years in the United States would have to be DC Superhero Girls, one of the more recent themes on the list and a worse seller than any of the other choices here. The main conflict comes in how inaccessible the show is. It's a small series of animated shorts appearing on YouTube, which leads the target demographic, girls ages 7 to 12, left to buy the set for which recognizable characters are in it. But here's the problem. Little girls don't just want the recognizable female characters alone, they want the recognizable male characters as well. Wonder Woman and Superman, Batgirl and Batman. Well, how many have male characters? 2 sets. This small one with Harley Quinn, which contains Steve Trevor, a B-tier DC character on popularity, and then the most expensive set which has the Flash, no cowl, just the symbol on the shirt. The smaller 2, the Summer Waves, retired after 4 months on shelves, and I constantly see the first and most of the second wave on sale at Target stores. A third wave, releasing in 2018, was planned and even appeared as preliminaries in retail catalogs, containing 2 other sets of Batgirls and Supergirl, but also a set with Starfire rescuing Wonder Woman. These may be cancelled or at least put on hold until the show becomes more widely available. Apparently, a full TV show will start airing in 2018, so perhaps that will be the rebirth of LEGO DC Superhero Girls. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and I definitely want a discussion going on in the comments. I'm so thankful for all of you guys who have given me some great support throughout this amazing year of LEGO. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters who have given me more of a drive to release top 10 lists as of recent days. Either way, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.